Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's having a great day so far. All right, now here we have my latest haul of pre-loved Pandora charms and a bracelet. Now, I was able to find a bracelet full of charms for $80. Now, who on earth could resist that? So, of course, I bought it. I mean, come on. I couldn't resist. I don't think anybody would have been able to resist such an amazing deal. Now, this is half of what I did buy. These are the pieces that I'm thinking of keeping for now. And there are some pieces that I have already listed because they're not really the right fit for me. So I'm just gonna mention which charms that are not included in this video. All right, now the first one was the Dangle Regal Hearts. I'm not sure if that was the original name, but it's two hearts that are connected with red enamel and two gold crowns. It's a two-tone dangle charm. The next one was the Passport dangle. The third one was the Oh My, and that is a two-tone with a CZ, or one or two CZs, and it's kind of like stretched or oval O's that are raised. The fourth one was the Puffy Heart with the Chinese symbol for love. The fifth one is a charm that I've actually never seen before, and it's a service charm. It's an open work, which is inscribed Sacrifice, Valor, and Honor. So I do believe that's a service charm for police or military or the Navy. Next, we do have the original little girl and two little boys. Next to that, I did have the Double Happiness dangle. Then there were two S or swirl clips. And those are the pieces that are not in this video because I already cleaned them, polished them, and they're listed for sale on my local used site, and they're all packaged. So I'm not able to show them to you, but I am happy to share with you guys what we have here in front of you. Now, before I begin with the charms, I'm actually going to move this aside because you had some eye candy while I was talking. Now, this was the bracelet. Okay, now, it is authentic, but there's something that it's kind of sneaky because, I mean, the bracelet was full of charms, so I wasn't able to see the condition of the bracelet. Now, as you can see in front of you, the condition looks pretty good, right? I mean, it's nice, it's not so oxidized. But one thing, my fellow Pandora lovers, you need to realize is that these bracelets, they usually go one way to do the curve or to do the circle. Now, when it's full, it can be a little bit harder to judge where the curve is. So when you don't follow the curve, this is the natural curve, as you can see, right? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful curve. Now, this is what you don't want, okay? That's a very sharp bend in the bracelet. Okay, it's a little bit hard to show on camera, but if I do this here, this is an unnatural bend, okay? This was forced So they probably thought, okay, it closes this way. Oh, it's hard, so I'm just gonna like fold it a little bit so I'm able to close it. Okay, do not do that, because what tends to happen is that now if I wear this bracelet full, it's not a big deal. But if I wear the bracelet and only fill a third section, the middle section, you're gonna see this bend. Okay, that's like when you go on Poshmark or any used site. Do not buy or walk away from the bracelets that I turned into a circle. If the bracelet, you see it on the picture or on the site, and it's twisted, like it's really like they really twisted it, don't buy it. That means that it's kinked, or they wore it with only one charm and that one charm stretched to one side. I do have that problem with another bracelet that I do have, because when you curve it, see, this is how they, see, like this is terrible. Now, try not to sell these bracelets like this if you know. If it's not covered by charms, if it's covered by charms, just mention it to the buyer, okay? Because if, like I said, if the buyer fills it up completely, it's not a big deal. But if you only fill a third, the middle section, this is a big deal, okay? So I'm going to keep it because I like that it's a long one. I think it's 7.9 or a little bit longer than that, maybe an 8.3. Not quite sure. But for the price, paying $80 for all those charms on the bracelet is a fantastic deal. I've got nothing really to complain about. But this is a problem, okay? So I'm going to have to try to find a way to, I mean, if I fill it up, it's not a big deal, like I said. But I may have to, I'm going to keep an eye out for a bracelet that is where the clasp is broken, but the bracelet's in good shape. So then I can just replace the chain part, because it is doable. You just have to take some needle nose pliers and just unfold the little side. I mean, you can do your own repairs. I don't think Pandora would have a problem with that, but don't go and put clasps that are on bangles onto bracelets. I strongly recommend that you do not do that, okay? Because you're actually modifying the brand, and that's not acceptable. But if you need to change the snake chain from another bracelet that the clasp is broken, you can do that. All right. Now that I let you guys know that, let's move on. So I was super happy to get these pieces, because a lot of these pieces are retired. Now let's start with this side here. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. Okay, so if I do move around, I do apologize. It's a little bit hard to keep all of this steady. All right, so the first one, we do have the plain clip. Now, this is an oldie. I don't know if they still sell the plain clip. I do know that it was sold alongside the sphere that was blank. Now, these charms were extremely oxidized, so I did spend a good 2 hours cleaning and polishing to bring them back to life again, because there's nothing worse than charms that are like really oxidized, unless it's intentional to go on an oxidized bracelet. So I did get 2 of those beauties. And the older style, I've noticed that they're more consistent with the hinge. The hinge is actually very tight. There's not much, There's no gaps really. So that was a good score. And again, I am zoomed in pretty, well, I'm pretty zoomed in and the light is bright. So they are not as dented as what it looks like. And I do find that when Pandora bracelets or charms don't get polished, what happens is that the oxidation kind of creates little pits in the sterling silver. I did notice that. And here we have a nice gap to insert the guitar pick to open them. All right, let's move on. Next, we do have a country, not a country, well, I guess it would be a country exclusive. This is from the US, but it's from Las Vegas. And we do have the dice with CZs. Now, this was exclusive to Las Vegas. So I'm so happy that I was actually able, I'm happy that it was on the bracelet. Very happy. So now I've got another little piece that I could put with my Las Vegas unforgettable moment that has enamel. It's the welcome sign. I absolutely love it. And this is a perfect addition to it. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's in great shape. The corners are nice and sharp, angular, no curve, no wear on the edges. It's perfection. All right, moving on. Now this one, I'm going to have to turn the bar over in a second. But it is the unforgettable moment. Sorry, it's getting a little bit harder because I have all the charms on the bar. Now I'm going to turn it over. And we have the welcome sign. Welcome to Las Vegas. So that's awesome. So I have one with enamel and one that is just black and white, or just plain. It's stunning. I love it. I'm so happy. It's beautiful. And not faded. Again, it took a very long time, a lot of soaking in Dawn, and a lot of rubbing with a toothbrush. And this one, I'm very happy to finally find. Now, this one is retired. I think a long time now. And this is called the Pawns with blue CZs. Now, I do believe they made this with clear CZ or a champagne colored CZs. Not quite sure, but I absolutely love it. I was actually able to track down the tunnel. I think it's called a Tunnel of Love. It's kind of the same shape as this, except it's hearts, and the hearts are cut out. They're not just pressed down. And it has white CZs or clear CZs, so that'll be a perfect complement piece to this one. Now let's move along. Now this one is upside down because my bar, let's just turn the bar over again. Sorry, ladies. Now this one I love. At first I was iffy about it because I'm like, oh, it's just one of those plain spacers. But it's actually not. It's a charm. It's actually threaded on the inside. And it has a lot of weight to it. So guess what? I'm on the hunt for a second, a matching one. I think this would look super pretty before or after the clips. On the clip stations. I think it would look super, super cool. I love it. It's actually way more detailed than I thought it was. I love it. It's a perfect addition to my collection. Now next we do have one rare piece. Now I do apologize. I did spend a couple of, like I said, I spent at least a good 35 minutes on this one. soaking it and rubbing it with a toothbrush. I did manage to get some of the oxidation off the actual cylinder, but there's still a lot of oxidation that I need to remove. That's all around the edges of the raised sun, star, and moon. But I love this one. It's very, very teeny. So I don't know if I'm actually going to keep it or not, because it might not go with what I have. But it's super adorable. More for a child, I think. I don't know. I'm just not sure. Yeah, anyway, I still have a lot of cleaning to do on this little fella. Then next we do have the queen bee. I'm so happy I have a second one. So now I just need the two-tone beehive. How come you always get the one charm and then you're like, oh, I need to get the matching to go with, you know what I mean? It never ends. You just shop, 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 shop. Again, just two-tone with the gold crown. Super cute. I'm very happy. So I got two. Now, another one that I've been dying to get is the mittens. I think the mittens are so cute. It's perfect for winter. Absolutely perfect. You put this on the old pendant and it's absolutely stunning. We've got two beautiful enamel, red enamel hearts. They're on the mittens. So detailed. And what's really cool is that the mittens are on a chain, so you can actually have it the same length. You can have the left side longer than the right, or you can have the right side longer than the left. It's really, really cute, and I love, love, love this part. That is beautiful. It looks like hair almost. I love it. And the marking on this one took forever to find, but it's actually in one of the little creases. I do believe it's right here in that black part. And I won't be able to show it, but it's in one of those little creases. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. All right, moving on is the Black Mother of Pearl hearts that are inset in a little sterling silver ball. It's really pretty. These charms are actually hard to find where the mother of pearl is not all cracked, but super smooth, still has the shine, no cracks or chips. It's beautiful. So that's a pretty good deal for $80, to be honest. I think it was just a couple that were moving and they were trying to just make some money. So I'm very happy. She actually came and dropped it off. In Victoria, there are some sweet, amazing, amazing sellers that are willing to be accommodating. Because I don't drive, and going out on the bus wearing a mask and stuff for like 2 hours was just not my cup of tea. But the seller was willing to come down. So that, my dears, is what I got, as well as all the charms that I did mention at the beginning while you were looking at all this beautiful eye candy. So $80, I'm happy. Even if the bracelet has a kink in it, I'm still happy. But just beware, ladies and gents, if you have your bracelet, follow the natural curve. Do not force it closed. If you have to force it closed, you don't have the right curve, or you don't have enough space between your charms. Okay, so please do keep that in mind. And be careful when you do buy bracelets. Try not to buy bracelets where the seller is kind of like looping the bracelet up, because that's probably trying to hide something. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I was super happy and excited to share this with you. Like I said, I did spend 2 hours yesterday cleaning and polishing. I got so much oxidation off that the polishing cloth went from white to black. It was filthy, but looks brand new again. And I can't wait to design with these. I really can't wait. That's what I was actually thinking this morning. I was looking at them going, oh no, I have to come up with another design. It's very stressful, actually. It's fun to buy these. Styling is a completely different story. It takes a lot of thinking and thinking over and over and over again until you get that right design. So I hope you like this video. If you do, click like. If you wish to subscribe, I would love it. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate. All right. Thank you, ladies and gents, for watching my video. And a big thank you to my returning and new subscribers. Bye-bye for now.